Welcome to Cottoning On. This week's video is a stash organisation edit. In my last two videos you can see that during April and May I have accrued quite a bit more of yarn, and I felt like it's everywhere. It's on the poof thing that comes with the set to put your feet on. It's under the settee, it's behind this chair. I feel like it's under this chair. I just feel like I need to get it all out. I need to have a deep clean and we need to organise. So first things first, I'm going to get all of the yarn out, apart from some of my acrylic stash, small balls of acrylic, which is upstairs and in a box. So it's organised, but I'm going to get everything else out, have a look at it, see if there's any kind of old projects from ages ago that I'm going to unravel or start again, and just assess where we're at before we start organising. I've moved the chair with some help. There is dust, there is cobwebs. Let's get everything out. That is a lot of yarn. This box and this box are full already, and there's also my box from Knit Picks and a bag from Nitty City and some projects on the settee as well. Feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So, where do we start? I think I might start by cleaning. Got the Hoover. Cleaning, hoovering out these two baskets, and then maybe going through tools. You don't need to see me hoover, so I'll be back in a few minutes. Right, I have cleaned up and I've had a look, just a look at kind of assess the situation. I do seem to have quite a lot of acrylic yarn that I was using when I was first learning to knit and crochet, and I think some of it is okay, but some of it just isn't really what I want to use at this time. So there are some balls like this 4-ply yarn that I initially used to start learning how to knit socks, but it was awful. Somebody else might like it. So where I've got nearly a full ball, I think I'm going to set those aside and donate them to a charity shop, because I'm sure someone would appreciate them, even though they're not for me. Then I've also got, this is only the handful that I could pick up, I've also got things like needles that I didn't realise that I had, cable needles, stitch holders, crochet hooks, and I've also got a lot of straight needles. Now, I don't really like using straight needles anymore, and I've also got a set of interchangeable circulars. So I think I'm going to go through all of these needles first and get rid of any, put them aside. I'm not going to throw them away, I'm going to put them aside for the charity shop and see if anybody else would like to use straight needles. So let's do that first. These crochet hooks are random, so this is an 8, a 7, is that a 9? Yeah, a 9, a 6 and a 5, but that seems very small, and I thought the US used like letters. Might have to get a thing out and investigate those. So this is a pile of things to keep. Over here we've got the start of a charity shop pile. They're going to go upstairs with my other crafting things. And then down here, we've just got a pile of rubbish of things that was taking up loads of room. So next, I'm going to go through all of the yarns. I'm not going to open the boxes yet. Go through all of this yarn and see if there's anything else that I want to give away. You can see that the charity shop pile has grown. So we've got a couple of balls here of this kind of fuzzy feeling yarn from Hobbycraft. One partly used but the other one not. We've got some Rowan wool that I've never used. I think some things that were free samples with magazines and a lot of plastic packaging, let's be honest. And then there's some Sirdar chunky that I bought that was the wrong colour that I didn't really want and left it too late to send back. Looking over here, that looks a little bit more manageable. Some of the things that I've got, so this here was for a crochet project of granny squares that I'm feeling a bit more like I could try now that I'm a bit more skilled with crochet. What do I do though with these here? These granny squares that I've done that aren't great. What do people do with their granny squares that are no good? Do we keep them? Do we get rid? I don't really know. So I think what I'll do is all of the acrylics, so we've got like the, all of the acrylics like these neons here, these kind of baby yarns here and over here. These ones, which are more like baby acrylics. I think I'm going to put those in the basket and put those away because I know I want to keep them, but I don't necessarily need access to them straight away. So I think the next job is going to be to put those away so I know that I want them, and we'll see where we are. We have one packed basket. I'm thinking I might use these to make some kind of, these two on the end here, to make some kind of baby outfit, but who knows, I'm going to put those back in the corner. So now I think it's time to have a look at some of these that have projects on, like this. Just having a little breather, having a little sit down. And I've also just found some more. I found some more, gosh, I paid £2.89 for this. Some insipid pink 4-ply. I think it might go in my charity shop pile. And this, this Christmas, I don't even know what's what, so I'll look at that in a few minutes. What I've decided to do in the meantime is, in the basket that I've just put back, there's all of these books and magazines. So I have upstairs, I have some other craft books, so I think actually if I just move the magazines and leaflets and things out of the way, that these two knitting books, which were presents, they can actually go upstairs with my other books. So I'm going to put those to one side. Now here I have got a crochet pattern printed, but I also know where to find that online, so I'm going to put that in recycling. Same with the pattern for there's a cardigan pattern. I think they're both Andy Satterlund patterns. Again, printed off, but I've got those electronically, so I'm going to put those in the recycling. Right, what else have we here? We have a beanie hat that I've just pulled off because the wool's horrible. That can go for the instructions for that. Then there's also something from Stitch and Story that I got when I bought a kit. I'll take the plastic darning needle out. That can go in my bits and bobs. That can go in the bin. Basic knitting instructions. That can also go in the bin. Label for the hat. that I made ages ago. Bin. Instructions for the hat. Am I ever going to want to make that again? Probably not. Bin. And then we've got some magazines. Oh, and some more printed crochet patterns. Bin. Oh, the pattern for this jumper that I've got partly cast on. So I'll keep that somewhere. I'll just chuck that over there for now. And then we've got some knitting magazines that I think is a Christmas knitting book there. I love Christmas crafting. Do I really want that? It's not, it doesn't look very festive. For saying it's a Christmas knitting book, it's not very festive at all. There's some intarsia or fair isle charts, but bye-bye. Magazines. That is a cute wreath, but no. No, so that was easy. Right, I need to put those in the recycling. Then I need to have a look through these projects, the doom basically that is still left. And also we haven't even factored in all this stuff that I showed you last week as well. I think it's safe to say I have a lot of yarn, a lot more yarn than I realised, so it's a good job that I'm doing this actually. What I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to put the sock yarn that I have no plans for in the box. And then in here, this is jumpers, sweaters, that kind of thing. I bought, these were for a shawl, so I think I might put those in here because I know what I want them for. So I'm just going to have a little play around with where everything can fit. Wish me luck. So, first attempt at organising. In this small box here are individual skeins that I think will be socks, but they're all individual sock weight yarns apart from one which is a DK weight. So they're all kind of 4-ply weight. In here, in this one, sorry, can't point, there are jumper projects and sock sets, plus these Halloween ones from Hobby that are too big to fit in this box. I just need to find a space for these, which I think are going to be a shawl or some kind of cowl. Then moving over here, we've got some tools that I need to put away. We've got some leftovers from other projects, a yarn bowl and a couple of double knitting weights, which I think I've got a home for, but I just need to plan that out. Then over here we have projects. So this yellow one here is a started, it's already cast on. That is, it's not, didn't get very far with it at all, but that's a cotton yarn jumper. The white one down here is my Be Thankful jumper, which is quite far along, and all the spare balls of yarn for that. There is a Christmas tea cozy that's partially started in here. This is some yarn for a Poison Girls Pink Ladies jumper, I think, is it? I can't remember the name of it, but there's 2 skeins that have been caked and 1 spare. This red paint box yarn is a jumper that I've started. We've got the crochet yarn I mentioned earlier, and then we've also got some other acrylic yarn that I'm going to use to make a pom-pom decoration in autumn colours at some point. And also underneath that you can't see, but I can see, are some I was going to say coconut, but I mean cotton yarn that I use to make float totes. So everything has a place pretty much. I just need to now start putting things back and decide what to do with those. Everything that I'm not using at the moment in the boxes, and they're all back behind there. To most people you'd probably think, well, it's just all stacked up again, but at least I know where everything is, and I've organised the 2 plastic boxes that I've got. Now I just need to think about all of these on here. These are my current projects. So there's my Harlow hat, there's some crochet that I've started, there's my latest sock project, and over here are the beauty school, not Pink Ladies, beauty school jumper that's ready to be cast on, and my Be Thankful cardigan, which I've not actively been working on but is underway. They're down there and I need to find a home for those as well. This here is a project bag that I think I might put my hat in, because at the minute it's just in this yarn bowl here and it's just kind of hanging out. So what I need to do now is, down here I have got my some needles, all of the kind of notions and stuff that I found behind the chair. All of that is down here. What I need to do now is find a home and put all of those away. Everything is organised, all the notions are all put away, all the crochets, everything that was down here, the little pile of things that I'd found in the basket, they've all gone away. I've put them all in pouches, which I now need to label with my Cricut to match the ones that I've already got. You could probably see them in the last part of the video that are labelled like circular needles and stitch marks and things like that. So all that I've got to do now is find where to put all of these. These are my active projects. And I've also found a project bag for my Harlow hat. I found a project bag to eventually put my crochet in. My socks had a bag already. Can't point to them. So those are the things that I'm working on at the moment. They are all there waiting. So I feel much better. I've got my bag for the charity shop over there by the front door. So I feel like everything is organised. I know everything is. I know where all the things are that I want to work on over the next few months are. And I've organised my yarn much more effectively for me. Well, that is all for today's video. To see how I'm getting on with these projects and to see if I start anything new and how the organisation is going on, you'll have to wait for the next episode of the podcast vlogcast that we never decided what we're going to call it. I'm also thinking that soon it'd be good to do this for my fabric as well, so keep an eye out for that one. If you've got any tips on what to do with my old granny squares, let me know. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.